or whatnot, but I just want to see what we can do with the artists we really like here. So it's just a bit of a fun experiment, and that's why we're not coming into it like we're gonna make.
Let's fucking go, bitches! Yes! Fucking we're in, boys. 4 fucking lesbians sitting in a fucking tree.
Let's do this.
Left me hanging, bro. Left me hanging.
We fucking did it, boys. God damn. What a day it's been, especially for you two. Holy fuck. So, let's just quickly explain to everyone who we're here with. Megalodon Harlum. Boys from Brizzy, you guys flew in, or you're from Brizzy.
I'm from Brizzy.
You're from...
Sunny Coast.
There you go. Boys, how was the flights today, the travelling? What have you guys been doing?
Oh, man, it was crazy. It was early this morning, but beautiful, man. And bit rocky, but we made it here.
We made it.
Yeah, we made it. And we've just been walking around doing our touristy shit today.
Yeah, we saw the Opera House, went to the Botanical Gardens. We did a lot of walking.
A lot of walking, bro. I got a recommendation from Jezza to go and check out this chair, and fucking hell.
We started
Took
from the
forever to get
other
there,
end of the Botanical, so by the time we got to that chair, it was like...
Not even worth it, eh? Fucking hell. DZ, how you been? Before we sort of rip in with some questions, what's been going on? How's work, man?
Work today.
Well, this
I didn't
week.
fucking go to work today. But yeah, same old. But one thing I do want to say is, how come I went to the gym last night, right after work, and then I went to the gym again today in the morning, first thing in the morning, and I see the same cunts I seen last night at the gym. How every time I go to the gym, there's the same motherfuckers in the joint, bro? Like, how? There has to be a simulation.
They don't leave, man.
They fucking sleep. They sleep there, bro.
NPCs, man. NPCs.
It's just strange. No matter what time, bro, I go at 3 a.m, I guarantee I see the same fucking dude there, bro.
And that dude's thinking the same about you.
Yeah.
Oh, this cunt again. Fuck.
Fucking oath. So, guys, as you guys probably know by now, you guys have seen all of our socials. Mega, Harlem, we work pretty closely with these two boys, which is weird too, because I've always been saying that, like, I feel like, especially you, Mega, like, I feel like I've already known you forever. Like, I feel like you live down the road and we always just see each other. That's how much we're fucking talking shit on socials.
Exactly,
and shit.
man.
So it's finally good to sit down and fucking chill out. And obviously, we've got the show tomorrow, which I'm sure you guys are obviously going to see a lot of content about that later on. But before we start talking about that shit, what I want to talk about for you two, I've got a question is, so we'll go with you first, Mega, and then you answer, Harlem. Music in general, right? Have you always been a musical kid? Do you have any memories when you were a kid being musical, or was it something you literally did pick up later on in life?
I was not musical. My father was musical. He was always a pianist, and he had all these records and that, so I enjoyed music, but I didn't really pick it up. And I only really picked it up when... 8 Mile came out. So Lose Yourself came on on video hits, and it's like, holy shit. I like rap. And just from there. So I was about 15.
See, but what seems to be the connection is that I feel like everyone who's like musically creative, there was either a family member or there was like something in the family musical. So was that the same with you, Harlem? Or?
Yeah, I had musical grandparents and two parents who had a big passion for it, but maybe not the talent there. So, like, I was very musical from a young age, like break dancing and being poetic and writing and stuff. I actually got into musical theatre in early high school. I was doing like Grease and the Addams Family and dancing and singing, but well before I got into rap.
Yeah, right.
And then the big turn was I went to a 360 show with Hobson opening. And Hobson got me on stage to freestyle just because I put my hand up, and from there it just like awoken.
Oh shit! And you actually got on stage and freestyle?
Yeah, and it was like the first time I had ever been in front of a crowd rapping, let alone freestyling. And it was somewhat successful. Like the crowd seemed to fuck with it, so I was like, this is what I got to do. Like that high of being on stage is like no other. So like,
bro, that's crazy, the musical theatre thing, because I can see that it comes out in your music, man. It's very stylistic, like very different to what most people are doing, man.
Well, I've definitely spent a lot longer acting, just doing not even just musical theatre, but I've done a lot of short films and ads and all different stuff, like stage plays.
Bro, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah, I've been told I'm a bit dramatic at times.
That's fucking cool though, man. That is so fucking cool. So what do you enjoy more? Do you enjoy the music or like the acting stuff? Because I feel like the acting would be so cool, but I feel like that'd be so hard to get into.
Yeah, I've found once this passion over the last 2 years for me for the music has just like the ball has been rolling. For me, it's like, okay, I need to dive head into this and just put the focus into it. But say 2 years ago, it was pretty much all acting and that was the focus, which is a lot of rejection and a lot of auditions and being told no a lot, which is very different to how we go about doing things here, either putting on our own shows or, you know, just making connections. And that's just not how it works with acting. But yeah, you learn a lot, that's for sure.
Yeah, so we can't just go to Knox Bar and hire it out to act and do like auditions and
it's
shit.
not really like that.
So you're only 2 years deep in the music, really?
Really? I mean, I was like 14 on Facebook pages. Like, I don't know if anyone remembers Dope Rappers on Facebook. That was like a big page.
That washed up fucking page. Fuck you, Dope Rappers on Facebook. You got nothing but shit rappers.
The biggest lie I ever heard. No, but it was huge at the time. It was like 50 to maybe 100,000 like group members, and I was rapping like grown adults on there. So it was all online stuff. And then over the last 2 years, I like connected with artists, started going to shows, got my first gig, and then just rolled that ball. Yeah.
And you guys are fucking head on with the gigs, man. It's like every other week you guys are doing a gig.
Dude.
Which is, I mean, I feel like we have to talk about a little bit. How do you go about doing the gigs, man? It's so often. Do you like how quick is it from the turnaround? Are you guys just hitting up venues and then like the next week they're like, yeah, come through, or is it a big wait? Like,
No,
how
dude,
are you doing it?
The last show I ran was the Conquest show, like January a year ago. And since then, I've not run any shows. I've just been put on shows.
Put on shows by other people.
Yeah.
I've found the thing recently has been like, we go do this show, get a really good opportunity, and we go do like the best we can, bring all that energy. And from that show, the next thing will be off. It will meet someone. And it's kind of just been one thing to the next. And that's why that ball just kept rolling, because we kept getting these offers that was like, well, there's no way we can say no to doing that. So... But it's been crazy.
You impress the right people, you can get far.
Yeah, so coming from you two, who are doing a lot more live stuff than what we are, and especially here in Sydney, the age-old saying that networking in music is probably the most important thing.
100%, man.
When people say it's who you know, not what you know, there's definitely at least 50% truth to that in the music industry. But you still got to come with talent. You still got to have the goods. It's like, it's dope I know that person, but if I didn't rap well and perform well, they wouldn't recommend me to that next person who gave me the gig. So,
100%.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, see, so guys, fucking networking, that's what I always see too, which is crazy, because you see like a lot of young people where they're just like, they expect so much without attending, like, even just like going to people's shows. Like, people don't realize that, one, it goes a long way for the people organizing shit, but also like if, for example, tomorrow night we're all performing at Knox Bar, right? Thanks to these two, they put us on the show. People don't realize how much of a long way it goes. If you're just some random young cunt, you're fucking with us on socials, you go, oh, fuck it, I'm going to buy a ticket and come hang out. Not saying you have to perform or anything, just come hang out, introduce yourself. We follow you on socials and go, oh my God, this guy raps. Okay, bro, do you want to fucking do something the next one?
Yeah,
so
all it takes is one genuine conversation at that show or whatever. I'm this guy, boom. And then that connection is made. It's probably gotten me well over half of the shows I've done in the last 2 years. And
it's the support that you show. And, you know, you don't be a dickhead, obviously. But if you're showing up to shows, if you're commenting, if you're sharing shit, and you're being, you know, a good person about it.
And just genuine about it too.
Genuine, not us
Don't
sniffing.
just drop the fire emojis. Say something about it.
Yeah, fuck, I mean, I get really lazy sometimes and I just go, oh, fuck, just fire emojis.
Everybody does.
I mean well, though. I mean well, my boys. I mean well. Like, but honestly, if I'm commenting on your stuff, it's because I generally like you. It's not because I'm a lazy piece of shit. I'm a lazy piece of shit. So that will bring me to my next point as well. So obviously we'll touch a bit more on the show stuff, but so for you, Meg, social media. So obviously social media is a kind of a blessing and a burden we all got to kind of deal with, especially trying to make something of ourselves in music. What's your sort of views on it? Because I generally fucking hate social media. If you listen to the FireCast, you know what my opinions are on it. How's your kind of take on it? Because there's nothing more that I cringe at when I sit there and I go, fuck, I got to post like something, and I'm like kind of forcing myself, and I just cringe at myself so hard. So what's kind of your take on that?
I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
Fuck social media, man.
We've had
It-
these
it sucks
conversations
that we rely on
so
it.
many times.
Yeah, but you can't do music these days without it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
It's
tool.
just it's exactly it. And I hate posting. I hate doing reels. I hate doing selfies. I
Yeah.
hate doing all that shit. I hate it. Get me in person, fuck yeah.
Yeah, way better, yeah.
But on camera, I'm just like, hey, what's going on, guys?
Yeah,
Check out this
yeah.
song.
Well, you seem to
So
like it.
fake,
Yeah,
bro.
you're good at it. Like
Very
I was
good
gonna
at it,
say
yeah.
that next. You're good at it.
Thank
I don't know if are you liking it though, because you're an
There's-
actor.
Look, to be honest, there is times where I'm the exact same. Like, it's definitely still the most tedious job for me. It's like, okay, how are we going to promote this in an interesting way? And also, I see a lot of the cringe stuff as well, and I feel like I definitely am walking that line where sometimes I'll film a promo and be like, hey
fuck.
guys, come to my next show at the Knox Bar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, like, there's definitely ways to it. I think now, over the last 12 months, I'm learning to just have more fun with it.
Yeah.
Just give a little bit less of a fuck about it. And just be myself, which is hard to do because you feel like you got to put up some sort of big energetic front just for people to click on the video. But
And when you're doing these big shows too, you got to try and put these videos out and go, hey, look what's happening, check it out, it's a great
Yeah.
night. But when you're in the moment, you don't want to do that.
Yeah, exactly right.
You're just having fun. It's like, I don't give a fuck about my camera right now. I don't give a fuck about people watching. It's like,
But I
this is
think-
for me.
there was a producer I saw recently that said something like, 10, 20 years ago, artists didn't have this privilege. So, of course, it's such a negative, but we've got to look at the positive of like, we have this opportunity to put ourselves out there like other artists did not have.
Oh yeah,
that
we
opportunity.
need to abuse the fuck out of it. That's the
Exactly.
thing,
So once I think you find a niche of sorts of like, I enjoy making these sorts of videos, and then you get your passion into it. Like when I started taking the piss of myself the most and making some real funny shit that wasn't like too serious, I was like, oh, this is fun. And so when I started editing it, I had a bit more fun with it and like put a little bit more energy into it.
Yeah, because I hate the social media shit. You fucking don't like it too much either, do you?
No, not really, man. Not really.
I would say that you guys do it very well.
Yeah, you
We
do
try.
it well. You do it
Oh,
well.
we try, dude.
But it's a grind, man.
I hate it. It's like it takes so long to come up with the idea, then trying to execute it. Then you finally post it, and then you're like, fuck, I've got to do another one in like soon. Not in 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It should be like within
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. I need something. Right. It's like, I don't understand how people do it. Like, especially content creators where it's just their job to make content. I'm like, dude, like that one video that took me 2 weeks to make, that took it out of me, bro. I'm done for a month,
There's been times I've written the song, recorded the song at the studio, and like done every part of the song creation within a very small time, and then just making a promo reel for it takes longer than writing the song or edit. It's frustrating.
Fucking oath, man. Oh, that's fuck. 'Cause like, sometimes like I can literally sometimes make a song full beat, mix, master in like half a day.
Yeah.
But then I'm sitting there for fucking 4 hours going, fuck, what am I going to do to
Is this
promote?
the right filter?
Yeah. I'm like, how the fuck do I do this shit? That's fucking, fucking makes me cringe, man. Fuck a lot of yous. I hate all of yous, bro. I hate this fucking shit, dude. God,
I love you.
damn.
I hate social media, but I love you.
No, he doesn't. He's lying. We were talking off air as well. Me and Meg are going to do a 20-minute segment where we're just going to breathe on each other. It's like, that's how excited we were that we finally got to meet. So we're just going to breathe on each other, right?
We embraced.
Yeah.
It's actually wild to be in the same room as
Hell
you
yeah,
guys,
man.
After
Definitely,
seeing each other,
man.
like it's been what, at least how long we've actually been interacting?
Oh,
Like, at least a year. Right?
More than that.
More
It
than
was like
that, right?
episode 46, I think it was.
That's
when
when
I
we
started listening
sta-
to you.
yeah.
That's ages, man.
Yeah.
And
I was still working at
That was
7-Eleven when
Man of War.
I remember Mega sending me one of your episodes and me listening to it at like 2 a.m. while stacking the fridge.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
remember
that was back when Man of War dropped.
I remember Man of War, and you talking about it. You thought he was Kiwi or something.
True.
You're like, yeah, Megalodon's mad. The big Kiwi cunt.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Man of War, that's right. Yeah, that.
The conquest.
The,
Song,
the conquest, that's right, bro. Yeah, when I heard that shit, I was like, oh shit. I was like, okay.
That's crazy,
Yeah.
man.
And you're like, oh, monkey see, monkey D, Luffy. Oh!
The anime bars get me, bro. Yeah, fuck yeah. Well, because all the shows that you guys were doing, especially up in Queensland, that's what kind of gave me that motivation to start planning shit. Like even like shout out to Prop Personal Space, even because I messaged him ages ago. I was like, dude, and I think I messaged you about this too. I was like, what's the vibe up in Queensland? Because obviously I can see you're killing it with your hip hop shows, but what's your EDM vibe? What's the? I know you guys are probably out of the loop with that, but do they do shows? Because I have been to Queensland before for people's birthdays and things like that, and there was always an EDM event on. Now, obviously, this is probably pre-COVID, if I can remember correctly, or just around that time where it was a bit more things on. And there was, like I said, like I went to a full-on dubstep thing in Queensland, and it was like a full headliner. His name Zed's Dead, massive artist, massive dubstep artist, and I was like, what the fuck? Why is this kind of randomly just in Queensland? It wasn't anywhere else. It was just in Queensland, and that place was fucking packed, bro. And we were like having a crazy time. So with you guys, like doing these shows so often, is there so many people doing shit, or is it really just like your little rapper group you've got going on?
There's quite a few.
Yeah, there's definitely lots of different niches and nooks.
They don't seem to cross over very often, though.
Yeah, and that's something we're trying to do. It seems like we're doing it with rock bands more than anything, or the punk scene a little bit. We're starting to get there. But COVID definitely killed the EDM scene, man.
Yeah.
I was like a teenager, like when it was pumping in Queensland, in the Valley and stuff. And I was like, 21 when we hit COVID or something. And I was going out to raves all the time. And a lot of side trance and stuff as well, but EDM based. And it's definitely not as frequent. But there's still a scene there. It's just a lot of independent kind of groups and things.
Well, after we were talking about it, I remember seeing that one pop up. I'm like, oh, here you go, there's one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how often they happen.
I'm starting to dig my way into it. We've got a few artists up there who are really into those bush raves and like secret location raves and things like that. And they got like freestyle groups and stuff, and they'll go do a session with like 6 rappers and then with beatboxers as well and stuff. Because the interesting thing is always how do you cross those two lines if you want to cross those lines and make it effective? You know, you go to an EDM rave and not everyone there wants to sit and listen to a guy rapping for half an hour. So...
See, it's crazy because I feel like here in Sydney, there's such a massive market for that.
Yeah,
like
true.
because we had our first show, which was hip hop and
couldn't have gone
EDM,
better.
and we sold out. Like
it looked sick.
Oh yeah, hell yeah!
I'm telling you, man. Like
I wanted to cash in these tickets and come to that one.
Nah, dude. Like it's just like I said, it's just a shame we're born in 2 separate states. Because obviously, I would have fucking had you cunts on that lineup 100%. You know what I'm saying? But
crazy.
which it is going to happen. Mark my words,
sure.
it's going to
Hell
happen.
yeah.
Friendly Fire is going to make this shit happen. I just got to find, you know, the right time and the right venue and the right. You got to pick the right state, because obviously now you guys can kind of explain how difficult has it been to plan a show in a different state. And obviously, let's talk about the stuff no one wants to talk about. The how much out of pocket does it put you? You don't have to say figures, but just people need to understand that half the time we are doing this shit for free or out of pocket or break even. So let's talk about that. This isn't like fucking, oh, hooray, we're doing a show and we've made $10,000. Like, no, it doesn't ever work like that. So give us a little rundown on how hard it actually is to do this shit. Like,
Well, you're talking interstate. All right. So the biggest thing when you're in Brisbane, your hometown, is you got to pay the venue hire, which is upwards of $300. For good places, you're looking at $600 plus. Then, of course, you got to pay your artists, and you know that doesn't come cheap a lot of the time. And that's pretty much the basic of what you're looking at. But when you're doing interstate, man, you got your flights, your accommodation, your travel.
If you're staying there for like a whole weekend like we are, then that's
Yeah.
3 whole days, you
Yeah,
know. We need food.
Yep.
food.
We've already caught 5 trains today. I don't know how much that costs.
But then it also boils down to the fact that you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know how you're going to sell tickets. You don't know how the artists are going to act, and you don't know who's going to come through the door, what's going to pop up that could fuck everything. But
Yeah, it's even more
It's a
unpredictable
gamble.
than usual because you're just not in that scene. So we can watch it from afar and be like, I love these artists. These guys are killing it. And then just still taking that risk of okay, well, we're not sure exactly what crowd they're bringing or things like that. But we love it. Like doing this
we
show.
love it. We love it.
It's been stressful and full on, but it's the reward of coming down here and connecting with these artists that we've been on social media for so long is just...
yeah, man.
Is this your first interstate show
First that
we've
we've run.
that you've run?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you.
Yeah.
And have you been in Sydney before, either of you?
When I was a child.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's like your first time as an adult.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I spent a day here like a month ago just watching a show. It was a very quick trip. But yeah.
What's like with the music? You can see our inner state, right? Just in terms of the different scenes we have, how different it can be, right? So have you noticed anything majorly different already from being in Sydney and Queensland? Like anything you've noticed that's all you're like, fuck, that's kind of weird.
The trains are better. But when it comes to the artist and the show, we don't know yet.
Yeah.
It's still a
Early
mystery.
times,
so.
yeah.
Yeah. But
I mean, we can make assumptions, I guess, from what we see online, but I guess that's another part of why we're here. That was a huge part for me. I want to come down and see what the culture's like because I see a lot of separation from groups and certain sub-genres or whatnot, but I just want to see what we can do with the artists we really like here. So it's just a bit of a fun experiment, and that's why we're not coming into it like, we're going to make 10 grand off this show.
Yeah. Where'd the idea come from? What was the...
Imagine the rapper. He came up for a January show up there, and he said afterwards, "You got to come down and do a show in Sydney sometime." I went, "Why don't we?" And he and I have been killing it together recently. So
I think we just came off supporting Complete.
yeah, Complete, and then Bitter Belief the night after.
Yeah, the night after.
Yeah.
That's wild.
So
And
two huge Perth rappers, man.
And they just went really well for us because Meg and I have trialed things and done collabs, but that was the first time I got Meg to hype my set, and we got to really do something together for a whole set. And we just realized that the energy clicked and gelled so well that we had to do something with it. So it's been in talks for over 6 months now.
yeah.
How'd you pick the venue?
Imagine again.
Oh, he
So wait,
suggested.
yeah.
Did he perform or he just come up to watch?
He's running. Oh yeah, he came up to perform with the Raw Waves boys. up
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Okay.
But I've also seen like G Rebel, ADHD, Haunts, a lot of the other artists we have on the bill, I've seen them perform at Knox Bar. So it was just us studying like the artists we like as well and
Yeah.
just going, oh, okay, this has worked for at least one person, you know? So.
Yeah. Interesting. So yeah, by the time you guys are listening to this, we've actually already performed.
And it was
But
fucking awesome.
we
What a
killed it.
show
Yeah,
it was.
yeah.
Couldn't have gone better.
You
Couldn't have
missed a
gone
good
better.
show if you didn't come.
But yeah, by the time you're listening to this, it's the day before we're performing. That makes sense.
So this is Friday. The show's on Saturday.
yeah. So, but this comes out Monday, so kind of confusing.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So you guys are
It
kind of
makes
getting
sense to me.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's fucking dope, man. Look, I'm fucking excited, man. I'm fucking keen. I remember because Meg, you sent me a text, I think, a while ago about this. You're like, look, we might be doing something down there. I don't know yet. We kind of want you guys to come on, but I'll let you know. When was that? That was a while ago, wasn't it? Like
That would have been January.
Yeah,
that would have
late
been
January.
probably the day after. Would have been like, dude, we want to do this, and I want yous on it, but we don't know yet. We'll see how it goes.
Once we spat the idea, it was pretty like,
Yeah, and then
we were
bam, bam,
just,
bam, bam,
just
bam.
planning pretty quickly. Get
Just-
so excited about it, man. And now we're here. Like, it's after all that planning. It's crazy to finally
yeah,
be
man.
here.
cheers, my boy.
Salud.
We did it.
Salud,
we
my
fucking.
friends.
I am fucking keen, dude. I'm fucking excited, man. Fucking.
Yeah, I'm keen for this one.
How do you feel, man? You ready? You
I'm
fucking
good, bro. I'm
yeah?
ready as always, man. The lineup, it's a pretty big lineup. What's the
Yeah, like
how long is the venue on for? When do you guys have it
We go
to?
to 11,
it's
don't we?
about 11:30 or
Yeah,
12.
yeah.
And doors open at
7.
7. And there's that many fucking artists.
Yeah.
That's a cram, bro. That's a jam packed
cramming it
fucking
in.
lineup.
It's pretty well balanced though. Like,
Oh,
we
really
worked it
fucking
out so there's a half hour in between, and then it starts at 7:30, and then we've got breaks in between some people. Then others we just go straight into it because we're just trying something new.
yeah.
Whenever you run shows up there and you have a break in between, people will disappear for a cigarette for 40 minutes. You know?
Yeah, as people start DMing
Yeah,
and shit, they
yeah.
have fucking half a line
So
of
it's
rack
like-
and they disappear.
Yeah, it's
And
like,
we've
don't
done-
go anywhere. There's
Yeah.
another act coming straight up. And yeah.
We've done that many shows where we've seen both sides of the fence, where there's no break between our set or there is a break between our set. And I think it is what we've noticed the most. If you give them a full tenor,
Yeah, they're gone.
they might not come back. Yeah.
Yeah. So user saying that doing it without breaks in between.
We've got a
is better.
couple of little breaks,
Yeah, we've
but
got
we're
breaks.
making sure they're short and
Short.
sweet. Nothing too crazy to make people bored, you know?
Yeah.
I don't feel you need a break between every single set.
No,
if people want to go have a cigarette, they're going to go have a cigarette.
Yeah.
Do you guys have an estimate, an idea of numbers? How many people you expect to turn up, or you just no idea?
We're just expecting 50 to be fair.
50.
Yeah, around 50. We don't know. Like, we know for sure there's going to be over 25.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun, like, again, our expectations have not been huge. It's really just been about the connections and stuff. And the lineup we have is pretty awesome. So anything can happen, you know. I know these guys are killers and they've got their own little fan bases too. So we got high hopes and average expectations.
Yeah, well, and it's a very diverse set list too. So they're bringing in all their own crowds and none of them really kind of cross-pollinate, you know. So
that's what I was going to say. Like with the amount of artists you have, I mean, and you know what people are like. They will wait till the fucking day of or next day and they go, I'm coming. It was like, if it's anything like our show, until the day before we had about, 20 tickets sold.
I couldn't believe it.
And the day of we sold out. Fucking over 90 people in that joint, man.
Let's hope. Let's fucking hope.
So, you know.
So you never know. I've ran properly by myself, like being the head runner of 3 shows, and I don't think I've sold more than 30 or 40 tickets before the day. And I've done over 100 tickets for 2 of my shows.
Yeah. So it's always the day of.
I think it's that price margin. Once it goes like over $50 and it's maybe for a bigger artist or something, you might want to pre-book it and pre-plan it. But when it's this lower price, and they know as an audience it's probably not going to sell out. They just don't have as much of a rush. So it's like, if something might happen that night, I might as well just wait till I go to the door to buy the ticket.
Yeah. And if that's you, stop doing that, man. Like at our show, we had so many people messaging us going, "Oh, I can't get tickets anymore. I can't get tickets anymore," because you fucking expect it to not sell out, and then sometimes it does.
Dude, you know, that's what fucking shits me too, is that most of you cunts, right? You cunts will fucking pay $150 to go to some shit festival with a shit lineup, but you cunts won't pay $25-$30 to support local talent.
That gets lit.
That gets
We
lit.
have
Have a better time.
We have 11 artists for $30 a ticket tomorrow. Do the math. Break that down. And what is that, $6 an artist or something?
That's more math than I can handle right now.
And we're going to get fucking crazy, man, especially
hell
with Verse on that line.
Can we just talk Verse up for a hot minute here? Like,
Well,
Bro,
if
he
I
tears
start,
the
I
roof
might
off
not
that.
stop. Man.
Dude, he's a monster, man.
dude.
bro, and then you see him out in Sydney streets just busking. Like, who's got... I've done some busking as a guitarist, but like watching him do his thing out in the street and just like killing it, you got to have a different level of confidence to just be able to...
He's got confidence through the roof.
I'll never forget the very first time me and him did a hip hop thing, right? When I seen this cunt perform, bro, I was like, I left that play. And this is the funniest thing, right? Is that, so shout out to our cousin N3, right? Massive rapper. He's been on world tours.
we love it.
He's
Been on
He
big-
headlined one of my shows.
Yeah. He's a great guy, right? So shout out, right? I remember when we did a podcast with N3, he said something that I will never forget till the day I die. He said, doesn't matter if there's 10 people at your venue, 100, 2,000. He goes, you need to be on that stage doing crazy shit. So then when people leave, they all go, who the fuck? Even if I didn't like that cunt's music, they all go, who the fuck was that cunt?
And I met him at a Tech 9 show, man.
Yeah.
And I didn't know he was opening. And I remembered him to the day I booked my own show. And I was like, no, we should get that Viking guy.
Yeah,
He's N3 now? Yeah, let's get that guy. And may I add, he did the craziest set ever, bro.
Dude.
Bro, he was just like half dubstep. He was on the decks and rapping at the same time.
Dude.
And he came into the venue and he's like, bro, I think I'm going to blow the speakers of this place. And I'm like, no, we've got a good sound guy. We're good. And then, bro, the first song, the first drop, I was like, he's going to break the fucking sound speakers.
That's so good. So, well, he said that, and I was like, okay, I kind of get it. And then I left that show we did at Lazy Bones, and Verse did that to me. He was going off, and I was like, who is this crazy cunt? I was like, what the fuck? And then even like when we left, me and my missus were talking about the show, and then we were just both like, dude, whoever that fucking big guy was, he was going nuts. And ever since then, I've fucked with Verse.
Yeah.
He's the nicest dude, too.
And he's the
man.
nicest
guy.
He's
Hell
the
yeah.
best,
And
bro.
who drops that many verses? Like,
yeah.
bro, I know why they call him Verse.
Yeah, he's made a verse.
Dude, he's the only one who has more kids than me and works harder than me. Like, fuck, my workload was impressive. And then he comes along and I look lazy. Like, fuck.
If you follow FireCast Underground, every week when it updates, it'll be a new verse. A brand new verse song. It just came out.
Every time I open my Spotify, I'm like, God damn, he dropped again. This morning, I was on the plane before the takeoff, and I was like, did he drop today? What the hell?
Yeah, see, but that's what
work
you
ethic.
need to do. You need to stay in. You got to stay relevant, especially because we're such small artists. I see a lot of us, our demographic, our age, our little clique we got going on, fucking Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, whatever the fuck, right? There's a lot of people who will take ages to make an album or an EP or a release, whatever, right? I get it. We're all busy. Life gets in the way. But it takes them a while to make the song. They release the song and then it's, hectic. Kick your feet up and then it, like, that's, bro, that's not going to work.
No one's going to listen.
No one's going to listen. And you're going to be forgotten like that.
Yeah.
That quick. So how do you guys, you first, Meg, right? Because obviously you got kids in that, so you're in a complete different boat, dude. How do you kind of balance trying to do music, especially with having kids? I couldn't imagine doing it with kids, bro.
And the drops you've done this year have been, like, he's done
Top notch.
crazy
Yeah,
amount of
Top
drops.
Yeah, drops, man. It's just practice, man. Like, you know, I've been a dad for 15 years now, and I've just learned how to manage my time. You know, so anytime I get that little bit of spare time, I know how valuable it is, so I got to do something, you know, and I just keep pushing it out. I'm always thinking ahead. Yeah, it's just a matter of managing your time better and knowing exactly what direction you want to go in and working with the right people. That really helps too. Like, all the producers I work with, man, are all fucking killer.
What about you, Harlem? How do you kind of balance? Because life just gets everyone's busy. Everyone's busy. Everyone's the main character of their life, of their story. So how do you kind of balance doing music? Are you releasing as much as you like? Do you wish you could release a bit more? Like,
He needs to release more. He's got shit in the bank that is fucking awesome.
Oh man, this is something I struggle with a lot right now because I've been doing so many shows this year. It's insane. I think there's probably been about 2 weekends this whole year that I haven't been performing a show on.
That's wild.
Yeah. So there's not a lot of spare time in between that. I work as a postie. I go to work. I'm at work by 5:30 a.m. and, like, you know, on the bike till like 3 p.m. So when you get home and you're tired, there's not that much creating time in between all that. So it's definitely the hardest balance I've found this year, just being everywhere and doing a lot of stuff that wasn't at home creating. So, I mean, we have built up some stuff, some crazy collaborations. I've got some of the realest shit I've ever spat because over the last 2 years, been dropping a lot of comedic, silly shit, and I feel like I'm finally just starting to open myself a bit and get real.
A little bit deeper.
That's dope.
Yeah, and so we've worked on some videos. I don't know if anyone out there heard Lockie Hamill from Hobart. He came up to
He's
Queensland.
got that Hobart funk, bro.
Bro. And we
Like a fucking banjo. Like, bing, 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 bing.
It's funny you say that, bro.
I wouldn't put it past
Literally. That song with Dundee Has Banjo is the opening Something in the Water, bro.
Oh, it must be something in the
Shout
water,
out
bro.
Lockie. But he came to Queensland, did 3 incredible music videos with me, and I'm sitting on a few things, just finalising them. And but it's not been as like mega. Like, I don't have kids, so I don't have as many excuses to be like, oh, this balance is so hard. So sometimes I feel like I have no reason to complain.
Dude, my kids look after themselves now anyway. Like, my youngest is 10. So they're always they're doing their own thing. Like, my 2 biggest ones can stay home by themselves.
Yeah.
And my missus is fucking wonderful, you know. Like,
Yeah,
the
that helps.
Yeah, when you have the right person in your corner, man.
Fucking oath.
Yeah. So yeah, that's
Shout
my
out
reason.
Mama Meg.
Yeah.
How long does it take both of you from the idea pops in your head? This is a song, right? How long does it take from conception to writing it down to recording
sketch,
to
mix,
having a finished song?
master?
How long does it take each of you?
Depends.
So depends.
Yeah.
I've had like a couple of singles. I remember booking a studio session once that was a full day session, so I can get through a couple of songs in that session. And it got to the point where I was working overnights at 7-Eleven at the time, and I just didn't write anything. And it got to the night before, and I didn't have a song ready to record. And so I wrote Big Boy and Kill It, 2 of my last couple of singles. I wrote them the night before and took them to the studio and smashed those out. Whereas, like, there's a few other songs, like the ones that are about to come, that I've been working on for 6 months. So
you're buying studio time to do your tracks.
I don't have a little home setup like most people do. I've been moving and like I stayed with my parents for a little bit there. I came out of a serious relationship and things, and so I've only just got a good setup going on the sunny coast now. I got a nice mic and an interface. And, you know, we're finally doing the thing that everyone does when they're 14 now. So I don't have any mixing experience of my own vocals and shit. I pay good money to go to a studio, like too much money, you know. That's another reason why I don't have singles dropping as much either.
It makes it hard. It must be harder trying to book that studio.
Well, you
man.
definitely can't do the Instagram reels where you just get in front of your home studio and, you know, rap over the popular beats or do the duet challenges, because it's
Don't have the setup.
yeah. No, well, it's either that or you just do it straight to your phone.
Are you in the studio or are you at home?
I've got my own setup,
home.
man. Yeah, I
Yeah,
learned
okay.
a long time ago that I don't have the money for that.
Yeah, yeah.
So I bought my own setup for like $500.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
not the best, but it's definitely not the worst,
Bro.
and it helps so much.
You should see my setup, bro.
Yeah, in your
I got,
cupboard, man.
bruh, it's bare bones,
Dude,
bare bones.
if it does what you do with it, bro, that's all
well, I
you
pay
fucking
nearly
need.
$500 for one session, so it, I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
exactly.
wow. Yeah.
But the thing about having your own setup too, the real benefit is I rap, record, and send my song to him I can get him within fucking 30 minutes, bro. Like I write really quick and I record really quick. Jazz sent me he's working on an album, right? He's like, bro, I want to get you on this. He's like, yeah, here, I'm thinking of this beat. Sends me the beat. Took, like within 30 minutes. Legit, I sent him back the verse. He's like, "Fuck, bro, that was quick." I was like, "Bro,
You are a cunt because you've given me now horrible expectations.
Yeah.
Now, everyone I work with, if I don't get your shit back within like 2 days, I'm like, dude, fuck this cunt. And I'm like, dude, I'm moving on to the next project.
That
But
is not everyone.
That's
Yeah.
also a bit of
Not
my
in
own.
front of him.
Yeah, no. But I don't mean that in like a rude way. I mean, that's my own like fucking
That's how most
ADHD.
people are, though.
Yeah, I'm so like, it's like, I can't describe it. It's like with the music, my attention span, it's like not short, but it's like, because I'm so go. I want to do the project at once, especially because I'm making the beat, I'm mixing, I'm mastering it.
Yeah.
By the time I get to the mastering stage, I'm so over it.
Exactly.
I'm like, dude, let's move on because this shit is irritating. Like the album we're currently working on, I'm like, dude, I'm dog whistling so bad now where I'm like, dude, this sounds like fucking shit.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man.
I'm over. And this guy's going, bro, this sounds crazy. And I'm like,
it does sound crazy."
No, but I'm over it. I'm over it now. It's like,
Well, you're finished now anyway.
Move on.
You
I
drop
got-
some quality shit though, bro.
but it's hard though.
It's
Like,
so
Of
true.
course, man. I can't do that shit.
I'm working
No
with
way.
this local guy from the sunny coast, Kale Whip, and he's messaged me and wanted to get some collabs done. And he's like, he'll message me that day, "Are you free for the studio?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm free this week." He's like, "What about tonight? What about right now?" He's like, "Let's lock it in now." And we record the song that day. He won't leave the studio until we record it that day. And then we go home, and if he likes it, he's like, "Let's do a video." Like he won't let anything go any longer than a month because it will go stale.
Yeah,
and it's
100%.
just so like it happens to everyone. I don't. All of my songs that are on social stream, like social out there on the Spotify's, I could fix them. That's
Oh yeah, tell me
That, bro, it's the blessing and a curse, bro.
Yeah,
We are, bro. Being a fucking musician fucking sucks, bro. I'm telling you right now, dude. It's like we're all just like these little autistic motherfuckers trying to do all this shit, and then by the time it comes to release, they were like, "Oh, that's kind of fucking shit," and everyone's like, "Yeah, it's fucking sick." Like all you normies, they can't hear what we got, like how hard it actually is, bro. So that's why when we fucking always go on about saying, bro, buy that $30 ticket, stream the fucking
Facts.
song, do all this shit, bro. Because we're doing half this shit fucking takes time. It takes our own fucking personal time and shit to do and money. It does. All this shit isn't free. And that's why when we bust your balls, bro, it's like, fuck, oh, fuck, they don't
I
get it,
gotta
bro.
ask you guys a question about the EDM thing while I remember. So what is the Sydney scene like? Do you guys collaborate with other EDM artists a lot? And do you find they have anything to do with rap or they want anything to do with rap?
Good question. So, obviously, like this is, just like everything pre-COVID. This Sydney, man, I'll take this to my grave. Sydney was the best spot in Oz for EDM. Not so much rap, but EDM, dude. I was DJ, dude. I'm telling you, me and the Trip Jacker Mafia boys were booked out like once a month minimum for EDM sets.
Damn.
And this place, bro, these places would be pumping, bro. Pumping. I'm talking like hundreds of people. Hundreds. Not like 50, 60, like hundreds, bro. Like, and I'm talking like we'd be doing shows where there'd be like fucking 3 rooms. Not just one stage. We'd be in one room and then the headliner would be in the main stage. Then there'd be like a little baby side room for like the up and comers on SoundCloud. It was nuts. It was fucking nuts. And then
Insane.
so we'd be doing all that shit, but that was like all just like dubstep, drum and bass, right? But there would never be dudes performing like rapping live. So I'd always, bro, for the past like 10 years, it's in my brain. It's just like ticking. I'm like, dude, like,
It's gotta happen.
dude, there's a market for this shit because one, people are itching to go dance to electronic dance music, but people also want to hear some motherfucker up there spitting some hectic shit.
They want a guide. I feel like at that point they want someone kind of leading,
like shepherding the night kind of thing. Like even an MC would be hectic, but no MC, nothing. It's just like, and that's the thing is that a lot of people aren't into sitting at a venue for 10 hours straight listening to dubstep. Even I love dubstep, but bro, once you get to that 7th hour, you're like, dude, like my head's spinning, my ears are ringing.
6 hours good. That 7th hour, bro.
So if you can't, that's why I had the idea to kind of, bro, let's break it up. Let's do some fucking, like, so obviously my dream is to one day get my event idea to the point where I can have 2 rooms. Yeah. 2 rooms would be one for the hip hop, one for the dubstep. But then again, another problem you got to then try solve is how do you stop splitting the crowd? Well, you want the interaction.
Cross pollinate. Yeah. I feel like if they're sick of the drops, they could go over to the rap for a breakdown or per se. Like it could work in that way. I love the idea.
I'm telling you,
and as a youngin, when I went to the clubs that were like 3 rooms, they're fucking barely around anymore. Where you go to a club and 3 rooms are popping.
When's the last time you've been out and there was even 2 rooms?
No,
when's the last time?
A couple years maybe.
Dude,
damn, it's probably been once since COVID that I've been to a club and it's been popping like that.
Dude, and I'm telling you, there was nothing more fun, right? Where you'd walk in, right, and we'd be DJing, so we'd be on in like fucking 3 hours. We'd walk in, bro, and we'd walk in and you go, the main stage is fucking cranking, and then you go, fuck, where's the room we're playing in? So we'd go look for our little room and we'd pop in. There'd be like fucking 30 cunts in there. They're all fucking munging off their heads, fucking dancing. You're like, bro, this is fucking hectic. Then who's in the drum and bass room? We'd go to the little drum and bass room and there's fucking another 50 cunts in there. We're like, dude, we'd go to the bar, start slamming drinks, bro, and then like you're just instantly G'd. But whereas when you kind of walk into just like that, and look, I'll ask this question for you guys. So don't be scared to be honest. Have you ever gone into that event where it's just hip hop or rap and it's kind of gotten a bit stale, or in Brizzy are you always pumping?
Oh no, it gets stale.
It gets stale, and like in a good way. We've got independent artists trying to do their own thing. So it's great to see them get up and do it, but you have a big range of quality for sure.
Yeah. From very, very good to very, very shit.
Again, like we were talking about with the connecting, Mega and I try to go out to a lot of shows as well. So like we give a lot of things the benefit of the doubt, or we're trying to like meet people for the first time or things like that. And I mean, it's not easy doing a show sometimes. I mean, even I feel like just since COVID, it's been so unpredictable. You can throw a show on with great artists and still have a pretty average turnout of a night. So you got to go in it with just not expecting the world, I guess.
Exactly. And the problem when you work with the same people all the time, you get the same crowds.
But
of course. You work with the same people because you know they're good.
Exactly.
Trying to work with other people, it's like, oh my God, what the hell have I gotten into? You know?
It's probably the hardest part of running shows is like meeting really dope people or dope artists, and you watch them for a long time and go, fuck, these guys are cool. And then you start doing business with them and you're like,
it's a completely different ball game.
And it's fine. We still love you, but I might not do business with you again. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll be completely honest. The only reason our first show definitely sold out was because of the EDM.
100%.
If we just did a 100%. Rap thing, I reckon we would have stayed at those like 20, 25 tickets.
Yeah.
But it was, and then like the thing was is that the amount of comments I got from people at the show where they were just like, dude, I needed this night.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And that's why I did the survey. I was like, how did you like the mix of EDM and rap? And
to me,
it was like 80% good mix.
Just watching the stories, it definitely looked like something we don't have in in Brisbane, sorry. It's just not crossing enough, man. We're trying, and there's plenty of other groups that are doing it. Shout out like the Coneheads that are crossing with the heavy metal groups and all that sort of shit. Some DJs that are killing it right now. But the amount of times I've gone into an EDM room and been like, man, if I could just grab the mic for like a minute, and rap on this drop,
freestyle,
and that would go off. I'd love to do that.
Yeah, see, we got some ideas in here,
power in it, man.
And the good thing about the show, that the way we ran it, is having the hip hop ease into the EDM. Especially, we were lucky it was our thing because we have a lot of songs which are me rapping over your beats.
The glitch hop and shit.
So then it was a good mix. I started with my more hip hop shit, went into the EDM shit, and then the people who were there for the EDM, a lot of them said the hip hop was mad. There should have been more, and vice versa. People for the hip hop were like, wow, the EDM was fucking dope. You know,
must have given them like the right amount of both to keep them there, and then like
it was definitely more EDM. And just a little taste of hip hop, you know. We had just me, by Steven,
sprinkle it in,
and then Joey did a hip hop set with mainstream songs, and people said they wanted more hip hop after that.
Yes,
so cool. You know, for the next one, we're looking at maybe one more set.
Which
know,
I've
and
actually got that
it's
person
turning out
locked
good,
in.
man.
I'm not going to say who it is yet, but the event
some
reveal's
surprises.
coming. I've got that guy locked in, so I'm excited.
Intriguing.
Mega. If it came to our independent shows in like Brisbane, out of all of them, because we're talking about rap maybe going on a little bit too long or finding that right balance, what would you say the main note is to these up and coming performers about their sets and their performances that maybe pull the crowd away, or like what
drives the crowd away?
Yeah, what are you finding in the Brisbane scene?
I find when they don't connect with the audience properly, for one, they act like dickheads. Shit music.
shit music.
Yeah, when they're shitty people, or when they're not entertaining on stage,
That
or
reflects, eh?
yeah,
There's a
it
fair
just doesn't
few-
have that feeling like you want to sit there and watch it. It's like you're just looking down at the ground, pacing back and forth. So
So
there's
what
no
you guys
interaction.
have is like the whole time is energy, and just like it's not just standing and watching. You've got like dance, or you're wanting to move and get in that energy. But sometimes these upcoming rappers don't know how powerful the energy is as a live performance, so they focus a little bit more on their music.
Too much on the-
Here's 3 depressing ballads I just wrote about my
Oh,
ex.
can't do
And then
it.
we have to
Oh.
sit there and watch you like rap and cry.
Crying, yeah.
And
Oh,
it's
dude.
like, that's a great song, bro, but I could listen to that in my car when I'm sad.
Yeah.
I don't want to listen to that right now.
Yeah.
I want to do one of these.
Bring the bounce, my friend. You gotta
Yeah.
bring the bounce.
more EDM.
We literally had this conversation fucking last episode or the episode before? We're talking about like what we feel like lacks in Sydney compared to you guys in Queensland. Is like I feel like you guys are a bit more musical.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Whereas down here is very like
Eshlad, sad.
Right.
rapping about my sad upbringing, rapping about jumping on Centrelink, dropping out of school, and it's like that's cool. I love that shit, but you can't really build your career on it.
And I've even learned, I've made a lot of songs that are like just rapping about rap. And it's like, that's not going to work to an audience of people that aren't rappers, bro. Like, you got to sometimes take a step back and, you know, I don't know, open yourself up a little bit.
I've been trying to hit that positive note, you know, trying to identify with people's happiness, or like, we had the conversation, like chase peace, you know, instead of happiness, chase peace. And
I even saw Dundee talking about his latest album, which is a lot of positive stuff, and he comes from a really dark background, and he was saying that it's like, it's just not about giving a fuck about drill rap right now or whatever the fuck's in right now, but he just felt such a passion to talk about how he feels right now and being so positive, and he's like, that was the most gangster shit I ever spat, talking about my daughter doing cartwheels and like being my favorite thing in my life. That's the most staunchest thing I've ever done. I'm like, I can relate to that.
that album is a masterpiece.
Yeah.
I haven't listened to it fully. Dundee, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
It's
no, I
a
haven't.
very different piece of work, bro.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Have you listened to it?
No, I haven't listened to it.
It's so
almost
not what hip hop is right now, which is awesome, man. It's just such a testament of like, do what you like,
Yes.
and do what you find passion in, and there will be an audience for it if you're
Yep.
actually giving 100% genuineness. Yeah, and I think I see that in you guys as well, because there's that gap in the market that you guys are just filling. And
Dude, I'm telling you, we're weaseling in right now. Like, we're weaseling into
a
what people
process.
are missing, and we're just going to weasel that little way in. And
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, dude, no one gives a fuck about you wearing a balaclava, fucking lighting a flare up and going down to your local shop and rapping about stealing, bro. Fucking gay. That is fucking gay, bro. I don't give a fuck what any cunt says. That's so gay, bro.
Bro, it would be
Like,
way more tough if you showed your face. I feel. There's only so many rappers that can wear a balaclava before we all think it's the one rapper.
yeah, oh, dude. Fuck yeah, man.
Yeah, well, speaking of music, man, we got our album, which it's just hip hop. That will
this
come
one.
out soon. What do you guys have? Anything you can announce? Want to announce? Anything you're working on?
I've got a single coming out in maybe a month.
Are you playing it tomorrow?
I am playing it tomorrow.
Yes.
You boys have heard it too. It's
And
the
may
one
I
that I
say-
sampled Joey on.
Okay, yes, yes. Fun
We
to
did
God.
trial it at the Pez shows.
Yes, we
and
trialed it there.
I had many people coming up to me being like, that's the one. I was looking at it on Spotify. It's not there yet.
Yeah, bro,
Right,
yeah.
fucking oath. What about any more shows, planned ideas?
None planned so far. I'm ready to take a break for a bit, you know. And I also need to finish some songs. So I've got an EP, which is what like Follow the Sun and Love With You and all that. They're part of this EP. And I've got 2 more to record. One with this dude, which we're hopefully getting done Sunday with Deli Prez, who's actually the producer. And then one more I've got to get a hook on, and I've been so slack getting her around, you know. It's been in the works for like 2 years, this song.
Really?
And I still haven't finished writing the hook.
Yeah,
so
right.
that falls back to your question earlier.
Balance.
Yeah. Some songs take that long. Like not the last one, but the one before that I released with Jaden Wakefield and Odd Socks. That was my oldest song that I've ever had. That was like 3 years old.
How long ago did Odd Socks do the verse?
Odd Socks did it 3 years ago. I hit him with it. I'm like, here's the beat, bro. And he hit me back like 2 days later. He's like, here you go. And I'm like, holy shit,
Wow.
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And then it took me about a year to write my verse properly to where I liked it. And then it took me a further 2 years to get a hook on it that I liked. Because I went through a few artists, man.
That's
Shout out
I went
Jaden
through a
Wakefield.
couple, yeah. Jaden hit me up for some artwork, and he's like, you know, how much? I said, tell you what, I've got a hook that I want. Fucking hit me with that.
Yeah.
And he came back with that, and I'm fuck yeah.
Yeah, well, hey, just there quickly, right? We had our maid, Mitty, from the Safe Boys, who are actually, they're chilling in my basement right now. We've got them locked up because straight after this, we've got a big day of content, especially for these 2 boys. You 2 are fucking absolute beasts because straight after this,
Rockstar life,
they're going to jump. Yeah, literally, bro. Like, all you guys are missing is the long hair and the fucking cocaine
Rockstar.
falling out of your nose,
And
bro.
maybe the $100,000 that the record label gives you to
Fucking
begin with.
That we can piss out the window.
minus the money.
Minus the money, minus the drugs. We just got a couple of cans. We can-
This is another thing that these up and comers don't think about. We're up at 3:30 every morning getting our fucking shit done. You know,
Yeah.
we don't waste time. We don't fuck around. So you got to go hard or go to fuck home.
Seriously, you gotta love this shit after you've done 9 hours of work. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
and still
man,
go,
yeah.
I'll write a verse.
Yeah.
Still plan an interstate show with 11 artists on the fucking car.
11 killers.
Hell yes.
I'm so excited for
I'm
tomorrow.
keen,
Dude, you know
man.
what? Fuck this. I'm going to get too drunk that I can't perform. Fuck it. I'm in that mood right now. Like, we're going to get, I'm going to be like,
Well, we're first, aren't we? Are we
yeah,
first?
that's what
Yeah.
I'm going to get there plastered. I'm going to get there like,
Yeah, we wanted you guys up further in the set. I think I explained this to
Yeah,
Iggy.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we
We-
wanted you guys further up in the set
Man,
because we fucking love your energy. But the problem is when you're working with artists who have been doing it for so long, you
There's a
often
bit
come
of
across people who get bitter.
expectation.
Yeah, when it's like, these cunts are after me, like I'm before them, what the
Yeah.
fuck? So it just
That's
boiled
another-
down to the fact that
Yeah.
you guys haven't done enough shows to justify them being like, all right, I can see
That's
it.
man, we're chilling.
We don't
bro.
give a fuck.
And that's
Yeah, you put me on at 2 a.m. or fucking 9 a.m. It doesn't matter.
But
man.
You
I
guys
will
are going to kill it.
I will say though, when you guys hear us tomorrow night, that's
You'll
when
be
you're going to go, oh,
Why are they
shit.
first?
We probably should have put them. Yeah.
That's what we're doing.
This is what we've been doing all year. When
Yeah.
we opened up for Complete with the first act, when we opened up for Dundee with the second act, but it felt very
Yeah.
early, and we won that crowd over every time, man.
Yes.
We were the first act for every show at Pez.
Yep.
And after the first show at Pez, we've somehow worked our way up to being the second show, the second set at Pez. You know what I'm saying?
We weren't even doing the second show.
We weren't
were
even
doing,
supposed to be on it. and
We were doing
Pez-
Thursday, then Saturday, and he had a show in Brisbane on Friday, which we weren't on. But after Thursday, we blew the fucking crowd away.
Yeah.
And he goes,
So you
tell
guys
you what,
remind me so
yeah,
much of
come to Brizzy, do a set there.
Dude, because we've had to prove ourselves time and time again, but that's all it takes. There's so much power in being that first opener. I just did a music festival 2 weekends ago, the same day we did Pez, and I was the first act, and you know, it's such a huge space. There's like maybe 100, 200 people there,
Yeah.
but they're everywhere.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it
yeah,
feels
yeah.
like
It
there's
feels like they're
no
scattered.
one.
Yeah.
But there was so much power in just going hard and not letting that
100%.
affect you.
Yeah. Dude.
And setting that example.
And what's so cool about you two cunts, right, is because when I seen the whole Pez shit on socials, Pez has been one of my favorite. So between Pez, Wombat, like they're probably my 2 favorite Aussie artists ever.
Yeah.
And when I saw you fucking open for Pez, I was like, bro, wow. I was like, fuck, I just want to fly up there right now. And
Funny
just
you
like,
say Wombat next, bro. There's something in the works.
yeah. Oh, shit.
really?
Okay. Yes, sir, bro. Yes, sir, bro. Beautiful.
Oh, that makes 2, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
I've been
that
seeing
sounds
that.
fun.
You
Yeah.
guys must be excited.
Oh, dude,
Yeah,
fucking
he
fu-
killed it, man. He
That-
killed that fucking verse, bro.
That's another thing on my checklist I can now check off.
must-
Make a song with Wombat.
Yeah,
Done.
boys, Fuck yeah! Congratulations. on
Thank
that
you, sir.
shit, boys.
Thank you,
Fuck
sir.
yeah.
Thank you.
It's
sir.
definitely on the top of my list, man. You can
Yeah.
hear it in my fucking music.
Wombat said that he only working with killers.
Fucking oath. Dude, I'm fucking excited for tomorrow, dude. So let's go to our fucking community corner quickly. Just because I'm pretty sure I got a couple of questions on Discord. And then I think I got 2 speak pipes. Let me just have a look here, just because fucking my shit is an absolute mess. Heard of Kevin Rudd got funding from Jeffrey Epstein.
What? What?
Is that a real thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, do your research.
Yeah, do your research, bro.
So I hate studying, but you got to do it. Yeah, what will be the best moment you had getting a qualification or a certificate? Okay, mine was definitely music. So getting a diploma in what was it called? Sound. It was called sound production, which is a fucking weird name for it.
Was that a while ago?
Yeah, bro, that was ages ago. That was fucking ages ago. I can't even remember how old I was. That was yeah. So the main reason I did that was because that was also on my list of like many things I want to try to do. Literally, bro, I wish I could fucking find it. I had like on one of my first iPhones, like on my notes, a massive list of things I want to do, and one of them near the top was like study music. I literally had study, and this was before like I had FL. I've got FL 24 now. This is when I had like FL like 9. That's how long ago this was. So I did that. So that was for me pretty proud considering how much of a flop I was at school. Like you guys study anything? Know any trades other than music? No.
Not really.
I graduated with a Bachelor of Creative Industries, which was a major in acting and a minor in creative writing and music production. And I failed that music production class about 4 times. I can't mix for shit.
Really?
Man, my tutor, he was like working on the ABC, like mixing orchestras and stuff. And he opened up Pro Tools. We all had Apple computers. And
Pro Tools is hard though, I will say.
man,
That it's a
in
weird
that first
program.
class,
Yeah.
I'm trying to take notes. And he goes, you open this, you switch that, and we're going to try twist. And I was like trying to take notes and try to do it. And after the first few classes, I was like, nah, I'm lost. I'm not enjoying this.
Well, I won't lie. The only reason I probably passed that music shit with like flying colors was because when we started opening Pro Tools and shit, I was like confuzzled. And I was like, dude, I said to my teacher, I was like, am I allowed to work on this shit at home and then bring it in? And he goes, yeah, you can do whatever you want if you just bring it in a USB. So I was like, okay, great. So I was like basically kind of cheating where I was coming home, mixing on my home setup and then taking it back on USBs. And then we'd be playing it and everyone would be going, how the fuck did you do that? I'm like, because I'm doing it at home. They're like, because a lot of these kids didn't have home setups.
Yeah.
So I was kind of cheesing it a little bit, but
Fuck 'em.
You told me I could do it. So fuck. And then Zex also mentions just the thing about Jack Black. Did you guys all see that?
yeah.
When he
yeah.
went on tour?
I've heard about it.
Apparently he cancelled his tour.
Yeah, a bit
Yeah.
extreme, bro. I don't think
So
he needed to like.
extreme.
I don't know,
But he
whatever.
needs to make that Bowser money, bro.
Yeah.
That's true.
Them Bowser dollars.
Can't lie, I did
Bowser
kind of lose
billions.
respect for him for that.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
sad.
I also don't know what's going on behind closed
You hope
doors.
behind closed doors, Jack's like, Kyle, this is what I got to do. I
Yeah.
love you, bro. And they might have figured it out.
Yeah, he could have a contract or something that
Yeah.
he's not allowed to do that, and it could ruin everything.
Bro, when you're
so-
on Mario in a $1 billion movie franchise,
Yeah,
the
man.
contract's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that'd be like no talking shit about fucking trannies or lesbians and.
Oh, you
fucking-
probably can't even say something about white people.
yeah. All right,
Don't say whatever you want about white people, bro.
I'm
Isn't that how
gonna
it works?
logging in quickly to our speak
Speaky
pipes.
geeks.
We got 3 speaky little deekies. Let's fucking munch through these. We've got one from Shaman Raz, my favorite gay wizard.
Hey,
What's going on, boys? It's your favorite Shaman Raz. First of all, congrats DZ and all the Cypher boys on that track. Fucking banger.
Megalodon.
Okay, so I got a little shaman story for yous. So with one of my exes, I got hold of some really strong LSD from Amsterdam apparently, and so we thought that we'd go to Featherdale Wildlife Park and drop it there.
That's bad.
So-
Yeah.
If you take an LSD before, usually it takes a little while to kick. I drive there, we pull up in the car park, drop the acid. By the time we get through the line and pay and walk actually through the front gates of it, it's just like fucking boom. We're both absolutely fucking zinging. So, this is sort of just following up on what you were talking about with the zoos and shit last week. yeah, as far as kind of talking to the animals, there was this buzzard, man, which is like sort of like a big fucking vulture and shit like that. And it was like right up against the edge of the cage and shit like that on the ground. So I decided I was going to sit down, and I'm just staring this thing into the eyes, like dead in the eyes for like fucking 10, 15 minutes, man.
It just ends there. Right,
The suspense.
there's probably kids waiting to take their turn to look at the fucking bird. He's holding up the line and shit.
Death staring this bird.
Was that it?
Man, there might be more.
I can relate though. The LSD be real.
There's no part 2. That was it.
What?
You funny cunt. That was it.
Is that the whole prank? Is that it?
I can picture him though still talking, and it's like ended. He's like telling the full
that's it,
story.
No, that's the end of the story, bro. He's still staring at that bird right now.
left. He's still there to this day.
He's the best man.
Oh, Raz, you're a fucking top bloke, bro. I fucking love this cunt, bro. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, my shaman.
Fucking hell.
Mad yarns.
We've got anonymous. Have a look here.
Sorry, you cut me off.
Yeah.
I'm talking too much.
Yes.
So yeah, I sat down and I was staring into the eyes of this buzzard for like 10, 15 minutes. And it was actually like I was fucking kind of like telepathically talking to this thing, man. Like it was just staring into my soul. And it was like it was trying to tell me like, look, I'm actually not injured. Like I'm healthy and I want to be out of this cage. And yeah, I fucking nearly started crying just from staring at this thing for ages. It was an absolutely insane experience, and I definitely recommend it to any of the listeners if you get the chance. But probably don't drive there because you will need to get an Uber back. And that was a pretty awkward fucking Uber ride on the way back, zinging off my head with with old matey driving me home. My missus in the back at the time.
And the vulture
Anyway,
just kidnapped.
enjoy, boys.
Yeah. And the vulture we just brought over.
I love how last week
hell.
we were saying that zoos are good because like that they take care of injured animals, and he's going. The bird was telling me I'm not injured.
I want to get out of this cage.
It's a conspiracy.
Get me the fuck out of here.
Fucking hell.
Oh, dude, thank you for that, dude. That's fucking.
Sound like an
Legend.
experience. Yeah.
That is crack up, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Quality.
And then we've got one from number one fan. Goes to 28 seconds.
Oh, hey guys, big fan, long time listener. I thought I'd better send in a voice message because two of my favourite rappers are on the show tonight. Oh, I can't wait to listen on Monday. So I just wanted to ask you a couple questions. Like, Mega, what's it like being so awesome? And Harlem, what's it like being a bloody heartthrob, mate? Anyway, boys, I hope you have a good night, and I hope you enjoyed your feed. See yous later.
Some real serious
Jeez.
questions.
Yeah,
there.
that's hard hitting question right there.
Shout out you,
Shout out
whoever
to
you are.
anonymous number one.
Yeah, he sounds like a good guy, man. Good looking guy too. Tell you what,
He sounds like he's good looking.
yeah, he
And
does.
very strong. Very strong.
I thought for a second that was like your son or something. I'm like, he sounds identical to you. I was like, what the fuck, dude?
No, my son's funnier than me, bro.
So answer number one fan's question.
Yeah, number one fan, man. God, I love you. It's hard to be this awesome sometimes, the upkeep on it it's just draining on my personal life, But I manage.
And being a heartthrob is equally hard.
Yes,
It
is.
throbs
It
my
is.
heart.
It makes me equally hard.
Yeah. Well, do with that what you will.
Yeah. This table rose 3 feet there.
Fuck.
We'll edit that.
That's gold. Thank you as always for the speaky dickies. So just also with tomorrow, right? So you two, have you sort of again? So you said Harlem before was kind of more like a cool, fun experiment, but with your set, how much unreleased shit are you playing, or is it kind of half-half? Is it mostly released stuff? What's the...
I'd say mostly released, but at the same time, we've made sure there's a good bit from both of us that's unreleased. I've been holding on to unreleased stuff that I haven't performed to anyone this whole year, and this was such an important thing to us. I was like, we got to do some of this shit.
Yeah.
So I feel like we've added most of our stuff that's means the most to us in this set, but we've also added such a blend of what we know people will vibe to.
Yeah, definitely.
We know what will bring the energy.
Fuck, I'm keen, man. I'm keen to hear.
I'm excited.
We're going to kick it off really well.
I'm excited. I'm fucking excited.
Oh, the intro.
Yeah, the intro, bro.
Oh,
The intro.
I can't wait.
We just recorded that on
Yes.
Wednesday.
Yeah, 2 days ago.
I saw you were recording something, so that's the intro of the set.
Yeah, that's the intro.
Okay.
We had to make a little demo. My neighbor talked to me the next day, and she's like, "Oh, I heard you're recording," and I was like, "Oh, sorry, that was pretty early." And she's like, "It's easier than stalking you on Facebook."
Oh shit! Okay. Fuck.
How long's your set? How long's your set?
Around about 40
Yeah,
minutes.
about a 40
minutes.
Yeah,
Oh,
because
nice.
we're doing a double set. We
Yeah,
just
yeah.
We'll do two 20-minute sets and kind of mix it up. And we think it's a nice mixture of, we really pride ourselves now on knowing how to kind of ride the set.
We also know very well that like we're coming into this area where everyone on our lineup is killing this scene right now. You know, they've either done some shows here or a lot more than us, which is zero. We have put them in a particular place, you know, where we know these guys are going to bring it. Every single artist we have on this bill is just insane.
Bring it, man.
In their own way. So yeah, we've set it up in a particular way where it's our first show we've ran in over 12 months, so we want to, you know, go hard and bring it, but at the same time, we know the power of every single artist on this bill, and it's not just about us, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we're not coming in thinking that, this is our show, we're going to show this town what we've got. We're coming in knowing that this is your guys' town, this is their town. We're just coming in because we want to be part of it. We're not putting ourselves as a headliners. You know, we've got Haunts and Busty up there headlining for us because
Who
they're
have been
fucking
killing
killers,
it in the
man.
scene in the
Hell
last-
yeah. But, you know, we gave ourselves what we consider a good position because we still, you know, it's our show. Fuck you guys.
No, I agree, bro. Yeah, I agree.
Fucking oath.
We've structured it in a way that we know that the energy is just going to come up and not go down.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude. So I'm calling it now. I will eventually do something up your guys' way.
Fucking
And
oath,
it
man.
will be a crossover of EDM/rap, and
I can't wait.
That night is going to be wild.
You got to get Jazz on that show, bro.
Oh, dude. You two fucking jazz DJ sets. I've got a couple of people I could hit up that could do some sets from out there.
I got this young fella, Josh, who we just who opened up for Dundee in Hobart, who jumps on some crazy EDM beats, bro.
Yes,
and I was
that's-
like,
that's what I wanna
bro,
see.
what the fuck is this? I was going to come down with my EDM shit, and I didn't know if Hobart was going to feel it.
Yeah.
And he just went off. So
he killed it, man.
Bro, he's coming up, and we're going to make some EDM bangers. So hopefully, by the time you have your thing locked in place,
Yes.
we got the stuff that's right. You know what I mean?
No, fucking oath, dude. I'm fucking keen, man. Fucking oath. So let's quickly move on. So I don't know. You guys probably know we've been doing what's it called? FireCast Underground. We won't play anything, but I just want to do a shout out of this week's people that we had on here.
Almost at 300 followers on that
Fuck
thing,
yeah,
man.
nice.
Oh yeah, we're at 299.
299,
Thank fuck. We've been stuck on like 270 for ages.
Keep submitting your music, man.
Submit music. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week with the Thunder God and myself's choices. The score is currently 10-10, so we are tied. So again, shout out to Verse and his song with One Out Sedatives made it on there. We've got Mr. Wisdom, Dougie, Marcy, the Mastermind, Citizen Kane. Hey, there's always one guy who's got his shit spelled all fucked up, and I don't know what it means. What is that? H4DI for Hattie?
I don't know. My eyesight
What
is
do you
horrendous, bro.
I don't know how to say that, dude. But good song. Pierre, Breeze Fiend, Eki, I like that one. T-Rev, District Apollo, Hungry. So there was some fucking bangers this week, man. And if you guys have probably noticed, the Thunder God's been awfully quiet.
Yeah. Joey, what do you think about all this?
He's not here. He's not here. He hasn't
Of
been
course he's not here, man.
Joe,
Every time I send a speak pipe
he's not here,
specifically for him, he's not here.
Yeah.
And now I'm here for him, and he's not
I
fucking
feel
here.
like it might be personal, Mega.
Fuck you, Joey.
Dude, he must actually hate you. Like,
He must, man.
I think that's what
he
it
says
is.
a lot of nice things about me. Then the mic cuts off, the camera goes out, and he's like, fuck that
this
mate.
motherfucker.
This is
Fuck
beef.
him, man.
Mega needs to drop his first diss track.
Yeah, on Joey.
We do a full diss track on the cunt. That's fucking gold. Evan Edric minus Jay Influential again, who's made this playlist like a couple of times in a row now. So shout out to you, bro.
Yeah, I was listening to Where's Up on the way here. But fucking.
No, wait. Where's Up? That was
Yeah, he's in there, isn't it?
Is he with
Oh, no,
Lemaire?
I'm getting mixed
No,
up.
you're getting confused, bro. Where's
Jay
Up?
Influential. What was he in? 'Cause
He
I
was
listening
he
to
was
Jay
the
Influ-
one that won, I think, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
He was on a track that won.
That's right. Yeah.
He's fucking good, man.
Yeah, I like that guy.
So thank you guys as fucking always for sending in your stuff. So just generally, DZ, anything to do with music? Did you have any more questions for these boys? Music generated before we move on to our our last segment, because we do also have, like I said, we've got the Safe Boys waiting in their basement to also get some content out with these boys.
I'm hearing the Shanes chuckling.
Get me out.
No, I don't think so, man. I think we covered all bases in terms of music. Everything I want to know, at least.
Well, in that case, here we go.
Only believe what we say.
That's your tinfoil hat.
You lost your fucking.
I've lost my fluff. I put DZ's tinfoil hat on him because it's good that you've made a return. You were officially back on our side. You're a tinfoil hatter.
Yeah.
With last week.
Where are you going with this?
I'm going to say because you've been retired from the tinfoil hat shit. But
Not
then last
really,
week we were
man.
talking about Trump, how we reckon it was 100% like staged. And it was just good. It feels good to have him back,
You
everyone.
weren't saying it was 100% staged.
It definitely was.
It's a good call. Good call.
What are you talking about?
How you were going? That was definitely like set up, and the kid was from fucking Black Rock
Oh,
and
that's
all
not
this crap.
staged. That's just saying
Oh,
that
well.
someone's wanted him dead.
Well, someone wanted to kill him,
That's not
right?
staged,
Someone
man.
wanted to fucking kill him. Have you been updated with what's been going on with that? First of all, did you guys see? Obviously, you heard about what happened,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I saw he was fucking trending that day. I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Donald Trump shot?
Where's your views on that, though? Do you like the guy? Are you like against
I've
him?
always liked the guy.
Yeah.
He's a fucking legend,
Yeah.
man. Like, as soon as he got in, I thought this is going to be good for America.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know? And it was. It was so much better than Obama and everyone else who came before him. And all the shit he says is fucking hilarious,
hilarious,
man.
bro.
He's a no shit kind of guy, and I fucking love it. And he's like, yeah, I take advantage of the tax system. Change it.
Facts.
It's like, they do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't whinge about that.
People call him one of the most like I don't know, rotten or people or like scoundrels or whatever, and he's the most honest.
Yeah.
He told more truths than a lot.
And they can't take him down.
Did you see him playing golf? The new golf
Nah, I
video?
haven't
Bro,
seen that.
he is cracked at golf.
Bro,
He's cracked at golf.
white rich people are great at golf. White rich people, they're really fucking good at golf.
Bro, they were doing this thing.
Yeah, he's just like
I was
poos
like,
himself.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the bladder of an 8-year-old, okay?
I actually
I don't know who told you that. It's not true.
I love how he didn't say anything. He just jumped. He went. He somehow jumped off the fucking seat.
But yeah, he's cracked at golf. He's playing. So this professional golfer, he's a pro golfer. He has a YouTube series where it's below 50 or something. So they play the holes and they're playing best hit and they're trying to get below 50. Like, you know,
The Trump beat him.
and no, they're on the team, but they're trying to do the course in under 50, right?
That's
And
hard.
the guy has done it with other pro golfers, and the one he did with Trump was the best. They still lost. No one's done it because it's really fucking hard.
Yeah,
to do.
under
But they got
50.
like 51 or
What?
They got 50. They got 50. But
With
it's got to be
Trump?
below 50. Trump is cracked at golf, bro.
Wow.
Watch the video. It's crazy. It was
Wow.
after the Biden debate, but before he got shot. They filmed it because he's talking about the Biden debate, but he hasn't been shot yet. It's a fucking good video, bro. I sent it in the thing.
Yeah,
it's mad.
I haven't watched it, dude.
Yeah, he's really good, bro. And he's like, you think Biden can do that? We had an argument about golf. Can you believe that? We had an argument about golf.
I love it. That's his argument selling point that Biden can't hit a fucking golf ball. That's gold.
man,
That's the guy I want to vote for. You know?
Biden can't hit a fucking sentence, man. Like, Jesus Christ.
And now they got Kamala Harris supposedly doing it, and she's a fucking maniac, bro. You know what's crazy? Tinfoil hat, right?
Yes.
So in The Simpsons,
Yep.
there's an episode where Bart goes to the future. Everyone knows about. It's the one with Trump, right?
Yeah.
In that episode, right, Lisa becomes president after Trump presidency, and she's taken over and she's trying to fix all the shit Trump did to the country, right? And in that episode, Lisa's wearing like a purple get up with the pearls, right? And Kamala Harris was wearing the exact same suit in like when she got announced as like the VP, when Biden dropped out. And it's actually pretty crazy. And this is what I'm thinking. I think Trump's going to win this one.
Yeah, surely.
But then Kamala will run again
and win.
and win the next one.
Yeah.
That's what I predict right now.
But then what's crazy too is I didn't realize how old Trump is.
He's old as fuck.
He's like
78.
80
He's
or
78.
And
So-
killing it.
But that's
Yeah,
what I'm
and
saying.
then look at Biden. He's 3 years younger than
That's what I'm
Biden.
saying.
And look at the difference.
When you're that old, your health can just take a turn for the worse like that.
Yeah.
So that's what's insane. So I'm actually scared that he's gonna like fucking one day just be like good, and then he just wakes up and everyone's like, dude, this guy can't even get out of bed.
If he loses, I think it'll be like anarchy, first of all. And second of all, he won't be able to run again.
yeah,
'Cause he'll be too old.
fucking oath. What about the global IT outage?
Oh yeah, that's
Did you guys see that shit?
Yeah, I dealt with that shit.
Yeah, so did
Oh,
I
yeah.
at work too. Actually, the computers were down at work.
I was not affected by it. So what happened at your work?
I get paid on Fridays, man, which is just horrible.
Yeah,
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
So it happened on a Friday, and I got the message. Well, I went down to get some petrol at in the sunny coast, man.
Yeah.
And the first 4 petrol stations were all closed, and this is 7 p.m. at night.
Yeah,
and I'm
right.
like, wait, 7-Eleven never closes. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
And it took me like 2 hours to fucking figure out what was actually happening.
Yeah.
But I was waiting to get paid, and my pay didn't come through because
Oh,
they
shit.
run off that
Wow.
Zero account, which
Yeah,
was
yeah.
the main one that got hacked.
Yeah.
And I didn't get paid for another nearly 24 hours.
Oh,
so
shit.
It was,
That-
it
that's
was a big deal to me.
painful.
Yeah. Did you get affected by that at all, Mega? The IT outage, the global.
Nah.
Yeah, neither did I. That's
Well,
crazy.
my bank was frozen for a bit, but I didn't get
Wow.
paid on that day. So
That's a
It was all
very
good.
annoying problem to have.
yeah, it was, man. It was annoying, but luckily I didn't have anything coming out. I didn't really need anything. It was just annoying because I wanted to get lunch and I couldn't get lunch, and
Yeah,
fuck, when's my bank gonna work? But that's about it.
It seemed like it started a cash is king conversation that died out almost immediately.
Yeah. Fucking. And then you said you got affected at work as well.
Well, at work, just the computers were down. I had nothing personal happened. But then when I got back to work on Monday, the computers weren't working, and they sent. Head office had sent an email saying how to fix it, and the fool had to go in. You had to get some special key, go into like safe mode on the computer, fix it, go into the files, delete this particular file, reset the computer, and then it'll fucking work. Yeah, the full process.
Damn.
And it just goes to show how scary and fragile our society is now.
And we've all had this conversation. What happens when all the computers turn off? What are we going to do when we can't access the banks?
Y2K,
And it's-
man.
This is like, in my lifetime, it's one of the first times I've experienced it. And I'm like, oh, fuck, it's going to happen again. Fuck.
And it was just a faulty update, like a shit update they put on
But if we're going to put on those tinfoil hats, guys,
Yeah,
was
man.
it an update?
Or was it a test?
Well, did they need to launder some cash between the big men somewhere?
Because phones went down too, didn't they?
Apparently, a lot of phones
Yeah,
did.
A
I'm
lot
pretty
of
sure I
phones went
remember now
down.
that I couldn't even get in contact
So
with my
you
missus.
can just imagine the sort of stuff they would have been able to get away with for half an hour to just transfer some things between accounts, or whatever, just shuffle some things around.
things just go
in
missing.
that time.
Think of it. Trump gets shot. Oh shit! Shut shit down. I've got to transfer some money. I thought he was gonna die. Shut it down. Transfer. Or everything's working again.
You
know
just
what I'm saying?
reminded me. I've been sending you video. I don't know if you fucking watched them, but so the BlackRock shit with the kid, right? There was big shorts on Trump's Truth Social just before he got shot, and if he had died, that stock would have plummeted.
Yep.
And there was you could see there was millions of dollars of shorts. People were betting on it going down like 2 days before he got shot and killed.
Yep.
And then he doesn't die, and then they lose money. So fuck,
And then all of a
sus,
sudden,
bro.
no computer or shit works.
There's just one too many sus things in this. Yeah,
It's weird, and it was
situation.
the BlackRock commercial and the money, the shorts. Was it? Fuck, man, it's weird, bro. This
Damn, I feel like you guys know more than me. You might need to tag me in a few videos or something.
Dude.
Man, TikTok is a fucking.
TikTok is
It's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, literally. Oh, so good. Do you guys let me know if you guys are loving DZ coming back with the tinfoil hat, dude? I feel like our first 50 episodes was tinfoil hat and then you just went
Bro,
like,
it's
you
not
stopped.
like a conscious. It's just if there's bullshit, if there's weird shit, I will say there's weird shit.
Oh, shit. That is fucking sick, dude. So, again, yeah, I definitely think that was 100% more of like a controlled outage. Thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just, I don't know. Like, I don't know. How does an update, a wrong
An
update do that?
that's I don't
And
know.
is it just me, or like in the past 3 years, this has never really happened before? Now in the past 3 years, like remember the Telstra outage,
yeah.
and then
Yeah.
why is it happening so often now? Like,
I feel like they're almost testing the waters for something.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
That's what COVID was, in my opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what
have
it felt
been-
like by the end of it, bro.
It may have been a real thing, but it definitely wasn't as bad as what they were saying.
No, but it was like once they got to a particular point, I feel like every government in every country was like, "Fuck, let's see how far we can take
Yeah,
this."
dance monkeys.
yeah, it's freaky.
And we all listened. That's what's scary.
So many people jumped on
Everyone
board.
just obeyed.
Yeah.
Everyone literally obeyed and was fighting at
you
Woolies
think-
for toilet paper.
That's changed population at all through going through that.
I reckon.
I reckon it's made it worse.
I reckon if it happens again, a lot less people are going to get vaccinated.
I'll say the one
yeah.
thing
I reckon,
I've noticed,
people have woken up to it.
Yeah.
Well,
fucking oath.
yeah, especially vaccination. But the one thing I noticed from COVID is that it really separated people. Like we could have arguments 3 or 4 years ago and just walk away from it laughing. But now it's like we can, if we want to have these serious conversations, sometimes you're going to lose your best friend you've just been
Right,
through
if
10
COVID
years
full-
from over some stupid conversation.
COVID full broke families up.
Yeah,
and shit.
I
Like,
know.
that's how bad it was. Like,
and now
people-
that seems to be a continuing path, and I think that's why the cancel culture is so strong now, and it's connected to these other things. That's like made everyone's opinion so strong. And
It's even the shit with the US, the left and the right.
Yeah.
It's like everything's just divide.
but even 5 years ago, it wasn't. It didn't feel that strong.
No, it didn't. There wasn't that divide.
Felt like, you know,
now it's
both parties-
you versus me.
Yeah.
Them versus us. How old's Dove? Is she in like primary school yet?
Turning 3 this year.
Okay, so you haven't had to deal with the schools yet.
No,
Dude,
I'm
the schools
worried
are
about that.
fucking ridiculous. Especially the high school, man. When
Yeah.
my 2 eldest boys go, it is absolutely fucking ridiculous. When my firstborn was about to go there, he had longer hair and an earring. And they said, you can't have an earring, you can't have long hair. I said, but the girls do.
yeah,
Yeah, but boys can't. So why?
yeah, right.
You know, you're letting all these fucking transsexual kids run around, identify as women,
With like blue hair and,
And
shit.
do
and wear skirts and everything, but he can't have a fucking earring? Like,
yeah.
it's a stud.
Yeah.
No, it's bullshit, man.
Yeah.
They pander to everyone else except the, for lack of a better word, the regular kids, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a sister who's 13 right now going through high school, and the female side of things, from what I'm catching, and like with the TikTok involved in group chats and Snapchat group chats and things like that, fucking crazy, insane. And I feel for it, man. I'm just so glad I didn't have that when I was in high school. It was bad enough getting called something to your face.
I had a great experience. I'm very grateful for our school was fucking great. We had a great school, man.
Okay,
But times have changed, man. You got kids, furries and shit, and they full respect the furries. Like,
Dude,
yeah.
at the primary school where my youngest goes, they have a kitty litter tray in one of the fucking...
No,
Yes,
bro.
grade 3.
way.
Grade 3, they have a kitty litter tray in the toilets so that the fucking kids can use it. Yes.
Do they use it?
As far as I'm aware.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, that's bad.
That's wild.
That's bad, man.
Dude.
Stop. If you're the parent of that kid, what are you thinking, man?
This isn't even
What the
Logan
fuck you
High,
thinking?
bro.
I'm gonna
No,
be the
this is a
first.
small school.
I'm going to be the first to say it. Tomorrow night at the Knox Bar is a LGBTQ and furry free zone. All right? That's all I'm fucking saying, right? Fuck that shit. Imagine that a whole crowd of furries coming. Like, oh, shit. Maybe.
Everybody's
those guys
welcome.
that dress up as like horses and jump over do the horse shit.
Oh, fucking, what's it called?
Equestrian?
No, but it's on the fake
Yeah.
horse. Dude, what's it called, bro?
insane.
I know exactly what
But
you're
there's like
talking about.
huge comps of it over in the US. Like it's huge.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of respect how into it they get it though.
Yeah.
Like, I can respect that over someone dressing like a furry.
Yeah, I can see
Like-
what you mean.
And like
yeah.
they full take it like serious as and like they're jumping over like fucking different like
Yeah.
obstacles and shit.
I just want to cover this too before we get too far ahead. I'm cool with all of it, like with anybody, as long as you don't impose it on me.
Yeah.
Like, if you don't expect me to
Yeah.
to play along with your fantasy, cool.
Yeah.
Be happy. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
you know,
facts.
I'll be your friend as long as you're not
Yeah.
a fucking idiot.
I
Yeah,
think
that's bad,
everyone
yeah.
with half a brain is like,
Yeah,
you
is
show
like
respect, you respect me, I respect
Yeah.
you. But just when they pander to the minority so much, like, bro, there is a majority. Most people are not
Yeah.
following these same ideals.
and not
man.
allowing us to learn. I have cousins and stuff who are theys and thems and transgender and stuff, and they're very accepting of it. And I met other people who I mispronounce or something, and they like try to start a fight with you on the
Yeah,
first time
see,
you meet
that-
them.
that's not
It's like,
cool,
give me
man.
time to learn because I've called you this for 20 years, and
That's
Yeah.
when it's ego. That's when ego takes over and they have some sort of, they feel some type of way about it. But the people who are cool are genuine. You
And
might
they get it.
genuinely
Exactly.
feel that way.
My
and you get it.
cousin I grew up with as like my bro, and he turned into a woman. And
Oh, yeah?
he still messages me and goes, "Hey, bro, what's going on?" And I call him bro. You know what I mean? Like he's
Yeah.
accepting of what we used to be.
Yeah.
And like there's no foul intention there.
Yeah,
or
that's cool,
anything.
man. That's real cool. But that's the thing too, is that you got to remember too, is that there'd be a lot of younger people, especially, that aren't really doing it because that's how they feel. Like if you generally feel like you were a man and you were born to be a woman, I fuck with that. That's cool.
Yeah.
You do your thing. But if you're doing it for the social media.
can't
Attention,
deny.
or because your
Yeah.
parents told you that you should want to be the
Yeah.
opposite.
Have you guys heard about Steve-O getting a boob job?
No.
So apparently that's his next big thing. He's been talking about Jeff Tremaine and
Fuck
Knoxville. How he's got so much content ideas about, and he's getting a boob job.
I saw
a
him,
permanent boob
I
job.
saw him tattoo a dick on his head
Yeah, with
recently.
Post Malone.
Bro, like,
And now his next big thing's like, I'm getting some D cups because I got so much content ideas. And I'm like, wait, what?
he is crazy, dude.
And have you seen his girlfriend? And she's just like, yeah, cool. You know?
She doesn't give a fuck.
No, she loves it.
Oh, dude, that is wild, dude.
take a piss.
God damn. So I think I've got one more thing I want to bring up, and then it sucks too because I feel like I could sit here for like 7 hours,
Yeah,
dude.
fuck
It's
yeah.
absolutely fucked. But I've got one more thing we'll bring up, and then sorry, dude. We'll wrap up so the safe boys can quickly get out their stuff. Did you guys see? I've been seeing apparently there was this like another uncontacted tribe. Did you see that video where there's like people on a boat, and I don't know where the fuck it is. It's like somewhere in like Peru or somewhere. It was like a tourist boat, but on the shores there was like 50 tribes people of this like one of the largest uncontacted tribes in like the Amazon rainforest in
Damn.
Peru, and these motherfuckers were like literally running to like grab spears and shit to like yeah it was full on. And then all these scientists were coming out saying what's concerning is that they haven't seen that tribe like that close to shore before, so they're all now concerned that it's because like the logging companies and that are now pushing too far in to their homes and shit.
Yeah.
And these motherfuckers are like trying to get away from it, and now it's gotten to the point where they're kind of like stuck on this beach, and now like humans are just going past and seeing these motherfuckers and like, dude, when's like someone's gonna cop a spear to the chest or
Yeah,
something?
bro.
So that's fucking insane. Did you guys didn't see that?
No.
I
which
feel
is-
like I've heard about it, but I think maybe did you talk about it and I've heard about it?
No.
This is recent.
This is recent.
Okay,
This is
yeah,
recent.
no, I haven't
We
heard.
spoke about it before, like, but a different tribe.
Yeah, right.
But not this
Do
exact
you have
tribe.
any idea about the location of where it was
I swear it was like Peru or something.
Okay.
Did you hear about
I
this?
feel like there's got to be a lot of it all around the place.
Yeah, of course.
And as it keeps on going, we're going to keep seeing that sort of thing. But can you blame them or can you judge them when they don't have the intelligence to?
What's insane is that it's 2024.
Yeah, I know.
well, they're doing something right. They're enjoying life, man.
Well-
and they don't seem to need the technology.
They come this far.
Yeah, I listened to one of Rogan's podcasts. I think it was Paul Rosenberg.
Yeah,
he
yeah,
was a
Hell yeah.
Amazon guy.
Oh, Paul Rosalie.
Rosalie,
that
yeah,
guy's
the
guy.
Amazon guy.
Rosenberg.
And he was talking about how a lot of his rangers would go out and, check on this, that, whatever.
Yeah.
And then they'd come across these tribes people who will kill and eat you or some shit, So he hid in the fucking rafters waiting for this dude to fuck off. And
Yeah.
he came out and saw the guy waiting for him and had to basically like swim upriver just to get away from him. It's
Because
crazy
this
that
tribe's guy
people
was gonna
like that
kill
are
him.
still there. Yeah.
I reckon it's all cap, bro. I reckon they go back to their beds and they whip out their iPhone and go, I fucking got another guy.
Unzip the costumes.
Did you send me a TikTok?
Go on
Did you-
Pornhub too.
Did you see it? The uncontacted tribe on the
I
beach?
did see it. And it's funny you say Pornhub because apparently there's a story where they got addicted they gave them phones or something and they started getting addicted to porn.
But do you think?
That wasn't the same tribe though, was it?
No, not that one. Not
Do you
that
think
one.
their cultures can get something like phones and learn that, but still be back in their culture for things like killing and eating humans and live in a world where you can be modern and still have those traditions
And still
from
eat
hundreds
people.
of years? Yeah.
Well,
Is
I
that
don't
a
think
thing?
so.
There's a YouTube channel I watch. The dude goes out and camps and survives in the wilderness, but he's just gone to Africa and he's gone out with this tribe that's been living rough out in the bush for fuck knows how long. But they're fucking with some tech. Like they've got nice cooking equipment and pots and pans, and they know the outside world, but they're still living with spears and hunting pigs for miles and miles. And
That's how we
so
should live.
They've
man.
got a nice blend, and it just
Well, if the generations are still going, that's all the proof you need that it works in some form, I guess.
Well,
and they're happier too.
Yeah, they'd be way happier, man. They seem to have less problems, bro. Like, everyone over here is depressed and anxious.
'Cause they
and
don't
The
have
more you know,
Facebook.
the sadder it be, for real.
yeah.
Like you got those Rastafarians in Jamaica, they're literally just smoking heaps of pot, but they're like going out and like cutting coconuts and shit. And, like it's fucking insane, dude. Those fucking videos fucking spin me the fuck out. All right, man. Well, I guess fucking boys, we'll wrap it up here. As much as I fucking don't want to, but we've got so much shit that we are doing. We still got the Safe Boys to roll through for about another 40 minutes. We've got tomorrow to fucking
show to do.
We've got
And
a fucking
apparently
show.
we've got a ghetto as fuck train to catch back to our hotel tonight. So.
So let's fucking munch through this, man. Boys, I just want to say thank you again, as always, for fucking making the trip and getting this shit done.
Appreciate the
If
time,
there's anything
fellas.
you guys want to end out to the people before we even go live tomorrow for a show, is there anything you guys want to fucking say?
Listen to the next single and all previous ones.
Stay tuned, man.
Stay tuned,
There's some
stay
things
tuned.
coming that are just not expected. That are like some crazy growth from the two of us, man. From the two of us, shit. Like this guy's been bringing some crazy versatile stuff, and you still won't expect what's coming next.
What's the Instagram where people follow you, see you, catch your shit?
Megalodon Hip Hop. That's spelled like the shark. Megalodon Hip Hop. If you forget, then look it up. You fucking kunzi cunt.
And I'm Harlum _bars, which is HARLUM, not E like the Globetrotters.
Yes.
_BARS.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Boys, as
Thank you.
fucking always, man.
Pleasure.
Let's go, baby. Thank you so much for tuning into the FireCast.
Salute.